This is lecture one, part one, about Michael Sandel's Justice, the book that our course is based on. And our guide, as I've just mentioned, is going to be Michael Sandel. He presents us with situations and moral dilemmas to think about, at least in chapter one. The method here that Sandel is pursuing is going straight for moral reasoning. And our goal is to observe ourselves as moral reasoners. What is it like for us to think morally about issues? So the idea here is that study of ethics doesn't present us with formulas, how to present moral dilemmas, but it clarifies the issues that are involved in thinking about moral dilemmas and moral issues in general. We are seeking clarification and we are seeking understanding of ethics as well as of ourselves as ethical beings, rather than to produce some sort of a formula by which we can generate a certain answer to all moral questions. Our guide for thinking about morals will be Michael Sandel and his book, Justice. Sandel introduces us to moral reasoning. He does so by jumping straight into a discussion of situations that require us to make moral decisions. Situations as opposed to theories. Although situations will be used as a kind of a lunch board to get to theories, but nevertheless, we start with situations, at least in chapter one. Sandel, in his text, offers a number of situations for our reflection, and in this first lecture, we will focus on these situations or examples from chapter one. Price gouging, the trolley problem, 2008 Wall Street bailouts, Afghan goat herds example. These situations present moral dilemmas. They appeal to conflicting moral intuitions and principles with us and make our decisions very difficult to make. But for that reason, they're also very revealing of what moral reasoning is like in us. Before we get into Sandel's discussion of these situations and moral principles that we can excavate from our thinking in these situations, as our entry into moral reasoning, we must appreciate the approach that Sandel has chosen. We are not going to waste our time pondering whether thinking about morals is subjective or objective, relative or absolute, and so on, but we are simply going to exhibit and observe how we do moral reasoning. We will find that there are disagreements in moral reasoning, but we're not going to take these disagreements as an invitation to abandon moral reasoning and get into a discussion of those things, in quotes above, that we said Sandel does not get into. Rather, we will take disagreements in moral intuitions and principles to be a call for deeper engagement with an investigation of moral reasoning itself. Our goal is to learn about moral reasoning and reasoning as such by observing how it takes place, reflecting on it, and learning from it. Our goal is also to learn about ourselves. What kind of beings are we, such that morality is an issue for us?